Hi all. So I believe in the last class we have we are creating the material master, right? So in the material master we have seen three departments, and we are just covering the accounting one view, and we are just starting in there, right? So lesson MM01. Okay, we are going with the T code, right? You know how to create by the SAP menu or SAP menu path, you know how to create. So directly we are going to the T codes. Okay, in the T code we are going to create the material. So let's take the industry sector as the ITC paper, and let's take the material as raw material for ITC. Okay, let's enter it, and let's just select the organizational data. Here we have to take the IT01, RM01. So you already know how to enter what are the mandatory field, right? So if anything is showing as a tick mark, that is a mandatory field, right? So we have to enter the mandatory fields. Okay, so here there are no mandatory fields. So this is accounting one view. So basically, once we are not creating the accounting one view, we will be not able to do the accounting entries. Let's say the material, we will not be able to create the accounting entries. Let's say we are not able to do the invoicing and all the things, we will be not able to do it, because this is related to FICO and this is related to your finance side, because we are maintaining something like price and valuation classes. These are all related to your finance side. Okay, unless we are creating this view, we will be not able to do the pricing part, right? So here first mandatory field is valuation classes. Okay, what is a valuation class? Basically, so let's say you are having different kind of materials, right? Material type, we have different kinds of material. So for each material we can have a different material class to on different valuation class to post the material value in a different accounts. Okay, so this is a first part of integration between MM and FI. So basically here the material will be inside the material management or MM module, and the valuation will be inside the FICO module or finance module, right? So that's why it is a integration part. So let's see how you can create a valuation class and what are the necessity and what are the other factor that will impact your valuation classes, or that will be that you need to know. Okay, so first thing, let's go to a new screen. So here we need to go to SPRO. Okay, inside the SPRO we need to go to SAP reference IMG. So we need to go to material management. Here we need to go to valuation and account assignment. So all of you are having the question like how we can know where we need to go, how we can configure. So once you are practicing on a daily basis, daily, if you are going again and again, you are going to the screen, then you will be able to know where we need to go to the which screen. Okay. So basically, as a simple term, maximum of the settings you will be finding inside the material management and in the logistics general. So your plant related data you will be finding inside the logistics general, and material master related or material management related, all the settings you will be finding inside the material management. Okay. So once you are practicing, start practicing, and daily you are going to, let's say 3 to 4 times you are going to this screen and you are looking into this screen, then you will be able to know where you need to go. Okay. So here valuation and account assignment, here we need to go to account determination. Here you can see account determination. So we need to go to the account determination. Here you can see there are two methods are there. First one is determination with wizard and second one is without wizard. So we need to go to without wizard. So in without wizard, we can see there is define valuation classes are there, right? So we need to go here. So here there are three fields are there. First one is account category reference. Second one is valuation class. Third one is material type and account category reference. So to assign the material master or material type to a valuation classes, these three fields will be necessary. So first you need to create a account assignment account category reference. Okay. Second, you need to create a valuation classes. Then you have to assign the material type to the account category reference. So here, so let's go into the each tab. So first one is account category reference. Okay. So this is only we need to like attach the material with the valuation class. For that we will be needing this account category reference, okay, and the valuation classes. So here you can see there are different types of account category reference are there, right? So we can create a new account category reference. Just create a new one. Let's say we will create IT01. Here we are creating IT01 as per our company nomenclature, but in the real time, whenever you are creating a account category reference or any field you are creating, you need to create it under a Z code. So either you can create a, let's say, ZI01, okay, you can create ZI01 or likewise Y or Z. So normally in the real time, whatever settings you are going to create, let's say any kind of new configuration you are doing, you have to create it under a Z code or Z nomenclature you have to create. So that's why it will be known like it is a customized one. It is not the standard one. Okay. So here let's say account category reference for ITC paper, right? So let's enter it, save it. So every time, as I mentioned, every time you are creating a, let's say you are saving some data, it will be prompting you to create a request. So you have to create a new request for each settings or each configuration. You have to create a new request. Okay. So we are, let's create a new request for this one. Short description, let's say here you have to maintain account category reference. Okay. So why it is suggested to create new type of request? So let's say next time, let's say here you have created some account category reference. Now you have moved to the production server, okay, or to any server you have provided the these kind of things. Okay. So now let's say you want to revert this back. Okay. Now you don't need the settings or you need to revert it back. Any kind of settings, any data you are creating in the, let's say um, in the development server you are creating and you have sent it to the other system, let's say quality or production. Now you want to revert it back. So let's say if this TR will be having or this request will be having more than one settings, let's say more than one data you are sending through one transport request. So if you are reverting back the transport request, it will be reverting back all the changes that you are done through that transport request, right? So that's why it is advised to create single transport request for each type of configuration. Let's say for account category reference you have to create one request. For valuation class you will be creating one more request. For creating a plant you will be needing one more request. For creating a purchase organization you will be needing another request. So it is better to send the configuration through different transport request, right? So let's go back. We have created the account category reference. So here ZI01 is created for the ITC paper. Now let's get back. Next one is the valuation classes. So here you can see there are many valuation classes are already there, right? You can see 3001, 3002, 3000, many kind of account category reference, many kind of valuation classes are already there. And here also many kind of account category reference has been assigned to the valuation classes, right? So if you need to create a new valuation classes, you can create a new one, or if you want to assign the existing one, then with the existing valuation classes, you just have to change here, just change the account reference category. Okay, just change it to ZI01. Okay, so here you can change it to ZI01. Let's save it. Okay, don't change this one. Let's create a new valuation classes. Okay, let's say what is the last one, 9920. Okay, let's create a new entry. Let's say 9921 is the valuation classes, and account category reference is, let's say we have created ZI01. Okay, so here let's say valuation class for paper. Okay, so here you can assign a valuation classes for the paper, let's say under this category. Okay, so now let's go to the one more setting, then we will be like explaining what is the scenario. Okay, okay, so I'm just saving it under this one. You can change it to a different transport. Okay, so now let's go to the material type and account category reference. So here you can see the material type. So let's check our material type. What is our material type? Our material type was IT01 or what? I. Okay, so we have created IROH material type, right? We have created this material type. So now we have to assign this material type to the account category reference ZI01. Okay, so now we will save it. Okay, so now let's discuss what is the need of this one. Okay, so first let's say let's go through the last one. So first what we have done, we have assigned the material type. Which material type we have created, that material type we have assigned to the account category reference, right? So we have created a account category reference here, and we have assigned that account category reference to the material type. Okay, in the valuation classes we have created a valuation category, we have created a valuation class, and we have assigned that valuation class to the account category reference, right? So here let's say, whenever we are creating a material master, or we are doing a purchase order for the material, right? So whenever we are doing the goods receipt or material, let's say we are creating a purchase order or goods receipt, so basically this will trigger under the goods receipt only. Okay, so whenever you are going to do the goods receipt, there will be a material, so material type is linked to the material type, right? So material type is linked to the account category reference here, right? The material type is linked to the account category reference, and account category reference is assigned to the valuation classes, right? So here we have created some valuation classes, and next we have to create a, let's say we have to assign a GL account for this valuation classes. Okay, so let's see, just a second. So here let's say go to a new screen. So here let's say this is a T code for the GL account maintenance. Okay, so just erase it. Okay, so now you can see there are various types of let's say transactions are there. This is not relevant right now, means you will be not able to understand. Just for your let's say for your knowledge purpose, I'm just showing this to you. Whenever we are going to the account assignment, or whenever we are going to the automatic account determination, then we will be looking into the details of it. Okay, let's say, let's go to this BSX account. Okay, chart of account. Here you can see the valuation classes are assigned to some accounts, right? You can see it, right? So here you can see we have created the 9921. It is not, still not here. Okay. So you can see there are different valuation classes are there with some accounts. So these are the GL account. Okay. So basically these GL account will store the material price or material valuation. It will be stored under this account. Let's say under 3000 valuation classes, whatever materials are there, let's say we have assigned to, let's take an example, we have assigned that material type to 9920 valuation classes. So under that valuation classes, whatever material will be there, that will be stored inside this GL account number. Okay, so because this is a material type and this material type will be considered in a GL account, so it will be better, like whenever we are creating a new material type, then we can create with the new valuation classes. So all of the single material type will be stored under a different GL account. So it will be better for the finance side when they are creating, let's say they want to see for the raw material, or for your, let's say we have created this material as a raw material, right? Raw material type we have created. So like let's say in the finance department, they want to see how many or what is the expenditure for this month or for this let's say this financial year, what is the expenditure for raw materials. So from this GL account they can fetch the data, right? Understood? Understood, or any doubt? If any doubt, then can ask. So this is basically an integral part of MM and FI. Here you can see the account is related to FI. When we have entered here, it is showing us as, here you can see the maintain FI configuration, right? So this is a FI configuration, and this is the first part of the FI configuration to create a valuation class. Okay, and this will be integral part of your material master, right? So here let's say if you want to see for the valuation, this valuation class, or let's say for one material type, whatever valuation or whatever expenditure are there, or whatever the cost are there, so you can cost incurring account, you can check for this GL account. You can take a like list of this GL account, you can take a report from this GL account, and you can find whatever materials are there, whatever consumption accounts are there, what is the, like the amount you have consumed for this kind of material, you can be able to know, right? So this is the purpose of your valuation classes. So here what we have done, we have assigned the valuation class to the material type. How we have assigned? We have assigned the material type to the account category reference, and we have assigned that account category reference to valuation classes. So whenever you are going to a GR document, let's say you are creating a GR, right? Or you are doing a GI. So whenever you are going for a goods movement, there you will find the material type, means material type is linked with the material, right? So whenever it finds a material type there, it will be finding the, let's say the account category, it will be fetching what is assigned to that material type. So then it will be looking into, then system will look into the what is the valuation class that is assigned or that is linked into this account category reference. So again it will check for this valuation classes, what is the account is linked to that, right? What is the GL account linked to that? So according to that, it will create a accounting document. Okay, if required, it will create a accounting document, like this material will be posted to this GL account. Okay, so here we have seen this GL account. So if you are posting something for this valuation class, it will be posted to this GL account. So whenever you are going to the GR document, then you can see there will be one account will be triggered. So let's see one example also to clarify you. So we need to go to Migo. This is the transaction for goods posting, let's say any kind of goods issue or goods storing, let's say goods receipt or goods issue, or let's say any kind of transfer posting we are doing, we will be doing with this T code. Okay. So here you can take display any kind of document. Let's say we are taking, let's say we are taking any kind of document. Here you can go to the document info. Here you can click on the FI document. Okay. So in the FI document, so in the accounting document, FI document, you can see there is a accounting document, right? If you double click on this, this is just for your information purpose. Don't think deep into it. Whenever we are going to this Migo screen and whenever we are going to the details part, then we will be looking into the detailed view of what is the thing. Okay. So here, just for your information, let's see for this material. So see, this document number is having some materials, right? So this material is posted to this account. Okay. This material is posted to this account. This is a very important aspect actually from and FI integration perspective. You just need to understand. If you have any doubt, then definitely ask. Okay. So because these things, if you don't understand, so in the next class, or let's say whenever we are going to the accounting determination, at that time you will be having trouble to understand. Okay. So just keep it in your mind. So this account will be triggered automatically in the goods movement screen. Okay. Whenever we are doing the goods movement, then the account will be triggered automatically as per these settings. Okay. This OBYC settings, mostly in the interview you will be getting asked what is the OBYC settings. Maybe you will be getting question for the valuation class, because this is also a part of that accounting entries. Okay. So that is a later part. We will be discussing the whole scenario, we will be discussing, but this is a part of it. Okay. So this is how your material price will be getting stored in a account. So this is the basic purpose of valuation classes. Understood? Or anyone having any doubt? If any doubt, then you can ask. I can again explain you. Anyone? Or understood clearly? Yeah, definitely go through this. Okay. Write down a note down. Okay. In your, let's say in your notebook, mention these 3 points. Assign with structure. Like I have mentioned you, like annotation, I have mentioned like this is assigned to this one, and material type will be assigned to the account category reference, and account category reference will be assigned to the valuation classes. Likewise, you can maintain a structure, you can create a structure, and you need to understand on your own. Okay. You need to, like, how you are going to understand it, you can understand on your own. Okay. So what is easy for you, but this is basically the concept. Okay. So this is the three concept. Like for the material type, we need to assign a valuation class. So how to assign a valuation class? To assign the valuation class, we need to create a account category reference. Okay. So this is basically the concept for the valuation classes. So now we have created the valuation classes. Okay. Now we can assign. So here let's go to the material type. Okay. So here let's say we have created the valuation classes and we have assigned to the material type. Now if you are taking any other valuation class, let's say I'm taking the valuation class as a 3000. If I enter it, it will say, okay, as let's enter standard price of 10 rupees, let's say. Okay. So now it is updated. So now if you check, it will only allow you to enter the valuation classes which you have created or which you have assigned for the material type. That valuation class only be allowed for this one. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Sorry, what did you check just now?
Sorry.
What did you check?
Okay, here you can go to valuation classes. Okay, any field you want to check what is the what are the available fields for that, you can just go to here. Let's say click on any field. Here you can see this one, a box is opening over here, right? So you can either click on this one or you can click on F4. Okay, any field you can click on F4, it will be showing you the suggestions. Okay, so here you have to see if there is any boxes there, so you have to just click on that. It will show whatever valuation classes are allowed for this material type. Okay, here before it was showing 3000 series because we have not refreshed this material master data, we have not refreshed it. Okay, so that's why it was showing the 3000 series. Now it is showing the valuation class that we have assigned for this one. Okay, so
No,
only one.
that's what I asked. How did you refresh it?
Just you can go to go back, like exit from the transaction and come back once again. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say for any field, like you have created some settings and it is not showing in the screen. Let's say for any kind of screen, if you are not showing it, so just go back, get out of the transaction and enter again. Okay, it will be refreshed, means the data will be refreshed. Okay, understood, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here next is price control. So price control we have already seen in the material type configuration, right? There are two types of material control, price control. One is a standard, standard means S, and your second type of price control is V. V means moving average price. So let's say you want to take a standard price, you can take as S, or if you want to take a moving average price as V, then you can take a V. Okay, so here let's say you are taking price control as S, and let's say you are taking 10 rupees of the price. So by default it will be maintained as 10 rupees. Every time it will be maintained on the 10 rupees only. Okay, so next let's say you are taking as a moving average price. Let's say you are taking V as the price control, then you have to take a standard price also here. Okay, so first you have to take a standard price. After you are doing the GR, it will be consolidating the price. So let's say how much stock is there and what is the price, in which price you have done the GR. Let's say you are entering 10 rupees right now, but at the time of GR or at the time of PO, you are creating the purchase order with 12 rupees or 8 rupees. Likewise, you can change the price. Okay, according to that price and whatever amount you have done in the GR, so according to that your moving average price will be updated over here. Okay, here you can see the moving average price will be updated over here. Okay, so we will take another one scenario also for the moving average price to check how it is getting updated. Okay, for now we are just taking the price control as the standard. So now this is the last screen. If you enter this one, then it will be asking you for saving. Okay, let's say enter, it is showing last data screen reached, you are about to exit. So do you want to save? Either directly you can press Ctrl S, it will save, or likewise you can save. So now let's just save this one. So the material number you can see 1324 is the material number is showing over here. Okay, so here our material is created. Okay, so our material is created. So this is basically this function. In the real time we never create any material like material master, we never create any material master or anything in the, let's say in the real scenario. But let's say this is the we have seen, like there will be for the first time, let's say in the implementation project, for the first time your client does not know anything, they don't know the SAP screen, they don't know how to create a material master. So you need to show them how to create a material master, or what is the mandatory fields are there in SAP, what are the things that you need to provide, right? And in the existing system also you need to check what are the material that they are using, or what is the mandatory fields for them. Okay, this is for you. For us, we have created like what are the departments are there. You need to see for the client also, you need to say what is the different materials they are using and what are the information is mandatory for them or important for them. Okay, likewise you have to create. So normally in the real time scenario you will be having basic data, classification. Okay, purchasing, definitely purchasing is a must. Then come to, let's say if the material is for, let's say you are importing the material, then you have to maintain the foreign trade data. Then let's say here MRP 1234 will be for your MRP data. Okay, MRP we will be going to discuss it in a broader way later. Okay, so MRP is basically it is for the material requirement planning. So what is the material requirement planning? So normally what happens, let's say you are purchasing some material, or on which date you need how much of product or how much of quantity of product you need per day or per week or per month. This will be decided by the MRP. So to do those kind of MRP sections, we need to have this MRP views we need to have. So once we are going gradually to further sections, so we will be seeing whatever the different like user departments are there and how we can maintain those kind of user department, what are the important data for those kind of user department we'll be going to see. But basically for right now we only need this four types of data. So basic data, it is for the material description and all the things like units and all the things we'll be maintaining in the basic data. In the purchasing screen we will be mentioning all the data related to our purchasing, right? So in the plant data or storage data, this is required for storing the material. Unless you are maintaining this data, you will be not able to store the material, or you are not able to do the geo, sorry, the GR process you will be not able to do. Like we have seen here the MIGO process we have seen, right? So you will be not able to do the MIGO process. Okay, this is the MIGO process. This is called as a goods movement process. So you will be not able to do unless you are maintaining the plant data. And last one is the accounting data. Unless you are maintaining it, you will be not able to enter the prices and all the things. You will be not able to enter those kind of things for your material. Okay. So in the real time, normally we don't create this material, but for the first time, let's say we need to see what are the different types of mandatory fields are there for us and what is the fields that is required for our client. So for that, we can create one material we can create. For that, let's say we can have a template for that, so that the data will be given by the client. So all the data, let's say here, let's just enter it. Here say all of the data, like let's say for which plant this material is needed, for which storage location this material is needed. These information will be provided by your client. Okay, next let's say, what will the material description, what will be the base unit of measure, what will be the material group. So all of this information will be provided by your clients only. Okay, might be they will provide you on like Excel sheet or Excel format. So whoever will be in the master data, consultant will be there. So whoever will be the master data clients, consultant will be there. It is their responsibility to upload all the material in the system. Okay, so it is not our responsibility to create any kind of material. So it is the responsibility of master data client. So if you are working for a big client, normally they will be having different consultant for each kind of work. So normally MDM team or master data management team will be uploading these kind of data, like all the master data, it will be coming under MDM team. Okay, but here we are only looking in the perspective that, let's say in your work, in the time of your work, you need to go to the screen and you need to check if the any kind of fields are missing in the let's say in the material master or any kind of master data, there is something is missing. So you need to find out what is the data missing, right? So for that only we are looking into the each screen individually, we are looking into it. Okay, so you need to go, you need to check. Let's say if anything needs to maintain, you have to ask the master data team. Okay, so this meeting time is getting over, so please join back again. Okay, we will be continuing with the next one. Okay, so just join back.